Unfortunately, we do not have much time. Next time, we will share about her feedback. Today, the guide reader is our English interpreter. He's the leader, and he's our guide reader as well. This is Jihao, Eric. His talking is quite humor and quite interesting. His PPT is getting improved. And thank you very much for our team wants to take challenge. Now we welcome Eric for his interesting guide reading. His reading is 2024. This is
Thank you, everyone. Today, I'm going to guide reading our master journey of 2024 spring edition from 1st to 7th January. The topic is Stay True to the Original Aspiration. Dear Master, Masters of Jingshi, above everyone online, I'm Jihao from Kaohsiung. The Earth is being affected by climate change, natural disasters such as earthquakes, floods, fires, hurricanes, and also the conflicts and wars. How close are we to the end of the world? This is the photo that everyone would like to go, the place that everyone would love to go, and Hollywood. And the other place is Vienna, the city of music. They are all such beautiful places. But the impermanence has appeared. The Southern California wildfires, which broke out on 7th of January, caused the evacuation of more than 330,000 people, burned more than 10,000 hectares of land, and killed 29 people. And in September 2024, Central and Eastern Europe suffered the worst flood in more than 20 years, with a total of 17 people killed. Sister Zhang Xinwen, who married to Vienna, said that she has not seen the sun for 4 years and there was water all around. It's time for us to reflect at the rate at which humans consume fossil fuels after 4 years. Earth's temperature will rise by 1.5 degrees Celsius compared to the time before the Industrial Revolution. Natural disasters such as wildfires, ice melt, flood, etc., will become more frequent. To achieve the Paris Climate Agreement's 1.5 degrees Celsius target for global warming, humanity's carbon emissions must be below 400 billion tons starting in 2020. There are only about 4.5 years left to save the Earth. The numbers displayed on the climate card in the Union Square in Manhattan, New York, are the time left for the destruction of the Earth, calculated based on the rate of carbon emissions. This photo was taken in 2022. We only have 4 years and 170 days left on the day I prepare my TPT, which is on 2nd of February 2025. Disaster can happen at any time. The survival of the Earth is not just a movie topic, but a matter that concerns you and me. Master has repeatedly urged us to make every second count and avoid becoming indolent. Let us watch a video clip. And Andrew Boyd, the founder of Climate Club. The clock is counting down. This is the time we left before the carbon budget runs out. And it refers to the amount of carbon we can burn before crossing the 1.5 rate line. And 4 billion tons divided by the average of annual carbon emissions of 42.2 billion tons. Then, minus 3 years from 2020 to 2022, after 9.5 years, the final calculation of the golden rescue period for the Earth is only about 6.5 years left. Environmentalists point out this is the time we have left to mobilize everyone, the time we have left to take action to save the planet. We all come from the past of ordinary people and cannot choose where we want to be born. This is the result of the karma we create in our past lives. Only by going among and make every efforts to help others, turning evil into good and changing from black into white is what we are here to do in the world. As today passes, the length of this life is thus reduced. Just as fish in a small amount of water, what joy is there? One should practice Dharma diligently as if to put out fire on one's head. Just remain mindful of impermanence and cautiously not to indulge in laziness. Just do the right thing. The United Nations adopt the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development in 2015, which sets out 17 global goals and promote in 2016 as a universal call for action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that by 2030, all people enjoy peace and prosperity. Many of these SDG goals are what Tzu has been working on. Let us watch our next video clip. When the African representatives saw the dark eye technology products made from recycled plastic bottles, they exclaimed, impossible for several times. U.S. Tzu volunteer Sister Deborah Zheng said, we can demonstrate to you that everything Dr. Lin is wearing are all made of PET bottles. PET shoes, clothes, and shoes. It is really impossible. Everything is made of PET bottles. This is a demonstration. It is real example. You can share it with younger generation. You should bring Dr. Lin back to Africa for demonstration. And Tzu volunteers, brother Yang Jianzheng say it is now 1 degree higher than before the industrial era. The goal of the world is not to let it exceed 1.5 degrees. We propose how to prepare the community to adapt to more and more disasters. CEO Brother Lin Junong said Taiwanese can reduce 2.4 kilograms of carbon emissions if they don't eat meat for just 1 day. United Nations study point out that about 1/3 of human greenhouse gas emissions are related to food. To slow down global warming, eating a vegetarian diet is the most effective way to slow down global warming. Each kilogram of plant food produces about 0.3 to 0.4 kilograms of carbon dioxide. Poultry produces 6 kilograms, pork produces 7 kilograms, and if you beef, it will produce up to 60 kilograms. So, in order to prepare 100 chicken drumstick lunchbox, 1 pig and 38 chickens need to be killed. That's how much carbon is produced in one meal. And by eating vegetarian food, we have achieved the SDG of eating hunger, taking climate actions, and protecting land life. The most effective way to reduce global greenhouse gas emissions by 45% by 2030 and achieve net zero carbon emissions by 2050. Year 2050 is to eat a plant-based diet. And Master Zheng Quan from South Korean, became a monk at Temple Baiyangsi after her mother passed away when she was 17 years old. Master Zheng Kuan is good at using food to spread the Dharma and advocates zero-waste vegetarianism. She came to Kaohsiung in 2024 to participate in the year-end blessing ceremony and make good affinity with everyone by promoting vegetarianism. And in the 1980s, due to pollution from industrialized society, Taiwan became a garbage island. In 1990, Master Zheng Yan was invited by Wu Zhenxian Education Foundation to give a speech at Xinling High School in Taichung, calling on everyone to protect the environment with their clapping hands so that the products can be recycled, and this gives the retired senior to have a second spring in their life. These hands are not fighting for the profit, but to beat the time, to slow down the collapse of the earth. Now let's look at another video. In the early 1980s, Taiwan, which had once enjoyed prosperity, was faced with the difficulties in digesting the gluten and waste produced by industrial society, which almost turned Taiwan into a garbage island. In 1990, following the call of Master Zheng Yan, Tzu Chi volunteers began to work on environmental protection with their clapping hands and deeply cultivate in the communities and promoting the waste sorting and resource recycling, thus starting Tzu Chi's environmental protection mission. So looking back at the origins of Tzu Chi's environmental protection efforts, we can trace it back to August 23, 1990, when Master Zheng Yan gave a speech at Xinling High School in Taichung. She was inspired by the garbage when she saw on the street when she passed by. Master Zheng Yan said Taiwan should be a pure land. If you are willing to tidy it up, it can definitely become more beautiful than it is now. This requires the efforts of many people. And the best way to solve environmental problem is not to talk about it, but to do it with your hands and what is to sustainability requires common knowledge, consensus, and action. A little story. Zen Master Fo Ying and Su Dongpo visit Temple Lingying Temple together. When they came to statues of Guanyin Bodhisattva, Zen Master Fo Ying folded his hand and worship. Suddenly, Su Dongpo asked a question. Everyone is chanting Guan Si Yin. Who is Guan Si Yin chanting for? Fo Ying, Zen Master chanting Guan Si Yin. Su Dongpo said, why are also chanting Guan Si Yin himself? And then Master Fo Ying said, he knows better than us that it's better to rely on oneself than on others. How close are we to the end of the world? Rules are made by people, and every small action can greatly change the world. I am Su Jihao. Thank you, everyone, for listening my sharing today. Thank you.
然后后来导读人的时候，我说：“哎，基好，你可以导读了。”他就说：“好。” 就好到现在，我永远记得他第一次导读的时候，我觉得很好
，Thank you very much.
但是我对于他的简报觉得太小家子气，什么东西做小小的，非常的多，所以呢，我就给他一点点的。
Before for his PPT, I found that his PPT is very small. The fonts and then everything is very small. And then I give him a little bit of suggestion. And this time I can see that his font is a little bit bigger and then very clear. Before that, I had heard that in Hualien before from Kaohsiung interpreting team. This is not too many people, but you can see that And from now on, when Eric joined the Kaohsiung reading group, interpreting group, he will bring a lot of people going to Hualien to do the interpretation.
我根本都不知道他是我们团队，所以我们真的非常非常的感恩哈，希好真的很棒。
Sometimes I do not know that how many people will be in Hualien to join the interpretation, but I can thank you him for his great effort. After he started our English interpretation a few years ago, he started to go to our Dharma teaching every morning the same time. And then he learned all the Dharma teaching and then tried to translate in his own words. You do not need to be very great before you start, but after you start, you will be great.
好，各位在这边呼吁大家，我们想要第2周的日语口语，所以美珠师姐、淑珍、秀七、敏慧，我在这边。如果您
Yeah, now I will recruit volunteers for the Japanese interpretation. Yeah, now we have 2 groups. We want to have more people. If you can speak Japanese, can you please join our group? And Brother Eric, your PPT is so great. I can see that your improvement. And this is all we can. You are great. You can see that there is from North California. Then we can find that European is vegetarian more than all the USA and Australia. You are her daughter's English teacher. That is Xijing wrote a lot about your sharing. Xijing is really very, very good. She always gives us a very, very fast feedback. We have Yili Chen. This is Lu Jin. This is last week. That is the last week we have the Australian volunteers to come because Julie Wu, she has her presentation. Now Yiling Chen, she is back to Sydney. That is they say that Eric's mother is so young. Usually is the mother introduced Chi to go to John Chi, but now Eric is different. When he go to know Chi and become commissioner, and then introduce her mom to go to be commissioner. Another feedback is everybody has the responsibility to do recycling to protect our nature. And this is the poem talking about the disasters. When it's Guangxi Chen Jie said that Eric is so great. So can we please give him a very great applause to the young people? Do you know what he's collecting? He's collecting all these old opera toys. You do not need to be great, but